Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, March the 2nd, and we are about to begin our session on I Am with Forrest Daniel. Forrest, would you like to take it away?
Yes. Well, thank you, everyone, for being part of this session today. It's very important that we understanding what the power of I am. I am in the Bible, it says we're made in the image. So, what we can take ownership with when we say I am and put behind it, it comes to manifestation as is. As is means it's done. A lot of times we say, God, help me, and I need help, instead of just saying we have it. So, saying I am is just saying it's done. So today I'm going to be sharing some things that we share I am to make sure that you can see how it can work for you as it worked for me. So first we'll say, I am the presence of life. I am the action of life. I am the power of life. I am the love of life. I am the glory of life. I am the victory of life. I am the wisdom of life. I remember years ago when I was in the hospital and I was coming out of surgery, and I went to my bed and they said, well, Forrest, how are you feeling today? I said, well, I'm feeling good. I said, but I am going to be feeling much better by the end of the day. So not only was I able to say I am and I could walk, but I actually was actually to sing that day. So again, I am can truly works. So Penny, would you like to give us a prayer this morning?
Sure. Let's just take a moment to center ourselves. Imagine that we are being held together by a string that comes through the top of our head, that goes down to the soles of our feet, anchoring us to this earth through and from the divine. And as we center ourselves in this strength, we come to accept the knowledge that we are all a part of the great I am. The I am is our source of all good things. And as we know that the indwelling goodness of the source is in us, we know that we can stand firm against all things that may appear to be negative, that may appear to be harmful, that may appear to just knock us off center for a minute. But we know, because of who I am, that's where our strength and our centeredness and our love, our peace abides. And as we go through this day, understanding and knowing that we are I am, and all things that I say I am will become manifest. If I say I am abundant, look for abundance. If you say I am healthy, enjoy your health. When you say I am peaceful, radiate that peace. When we say I am who I am, know that we are centered in Christ's mind and divine holiness. And with that, I say, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you.
And so it is.
The mighty I am presence is within this holy temple. Let this light expand through me and give me peace, joy, humble, loving, and adoring abundance in all things coming to me from the source. And in this holy temple, expand through this holy temple as it expanding through my life from every cell in my body is being illuminated by God's healing power. That the I am source has given me this grace, given me this clarity to say, I am now healed. And as this temple, it's holy. Your temple are holy. Everything about your life is holy. When you look at your life, you say, what's going on with outside the earth, in the world? There's a lot of negative things that are happening. But we understand that with our positive energy and our positive mindset, also connects to the I am presence, gives us this abundance that say, I am now at peace. And with this peace, whatever's going on outside, out of my world, in me, I'm at peace. And with this peace, I'm positive energy, positive light, positive love, and positive grace, just understanding that what we put out to the world with this I am source, it gives us happiness and we take ownership to it. My I am presence, forgive them, for they not know what they do, not do. Beloved, my I am presence, fill my wallet with the limitless power of money, of all abundance, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And with this finances, we can always say, I am now a millionaire. So we're a millionaire in the source of God. And so it can be the millionaire of Wells Fargo, but it's also the biggest abundance of millions is your spirit of God that's in you, that's in us, that gives us this grace to say, I am depositing energy to people's life. You're depositing people's life with your presence of I am giving you this happiness. You take ownership to it. Harry, can you share something for us?
Um, I, when Penny called me this morning to tell me that she was going to be on a little bit early, I was in the midst of my quiet time for the morning. And the thing that really struck me this morning and in my quiet time was the fact that I am able to read the word of God, hear him speaking to me, hear God speaking to me, my creator speaking to me, and knowing that I am loved and that I am who I am and not be ashamed or embarrassed to be who I am. And that was one of the messages that I got this morning as I was reading my Bible and some of the scriptures.
That's beautiful. Yes, a lot of times we always have these two voices. It's the God voice and that other voice of negativeness. So what we do when we say I am, just feel your joy. Joy is just the source of just saying, I'm at peace today. No matter what's going on, I'm at peace. So when we understanding that we're connected to this source of I am, it gives us just happiness. It's unspeakable. But sometimes you cannot even speak source. You cannot speak spirit. We can speak to say, I am with the presence of God each and every day. And when we're connected to this source, it just gives us this awareness and clarity, a good mindset to say, I'm at peace today, no matter what's going on outside. So what we can always be connected to your source, just always remember your I am presence gives you this greatness of peace, happiness, and peace. Now we also talk about meditation. Sometimes meditation also helps us when we have our time just to be quiet. So at this moment, can we all just take a moment, just to take a deep breath in slowly? Yes. Hum just for a moment. The presence of I am presence all about it. And we're connected to His will. His will gives us greatness, gives us clarity. So we wake up to be refreshed. We go to bed. We go to bed to say, I'm with this source. And with this source, no matter what's going on outside, God says, I am giving you greatness of abundance. And with clarity, you can see things more clearly. You speak with happiness. You speak with more kindness. And you can always give to a stranger, no matter who they may be. Sometimes somebody may be in need, but if I am able just to deliver something to even a stranger, God says He's pleased with us, what we're giving to other people. It's not all about what we can receive, what we can give. And in us giving us His will, I am saying we're now in alignment with grace. We all are in alignment with God's presence. We are always depositing goodness to other people. So Penny, can you tell us about meditation?
Can I say that again?
Can you tell us what you learned about meditation?
One of the things that where meditation helps me, at first, when I first started it, this year, I just had this thing where, my mind was just scattered. It was all over the place. But the more consistent I am in my meditations, I realize I'm more peaceful. I have more patience, especially with others. And plus I look forward to sitting in that quiet, because there's different impressions that come from time to time. An impression will come, and spirit will direct me to a person that may be thinking of me, and then next thing you know, that person is on my mind, and like 2 days later I'll run into that person, or they'll give me a call. Another thing that meditation does for me, it does give me more confidence in the hearing that I have with God. I'm more assured of the direction that I'm supposed to be going in, because I trust it more. Maybe because I spend more time, or the concentration is more, and I don't have like a thousand other thoughts that are distracting or interfering. So yeah, meditation has been a great help to me.
Great, that's goodness. Glad to hear that. So now I'm going to share something. We'll talk about something that I like to wake up saying in the morning when I wake up. It says, I am the presence of life. I am that I am. I am the presence of here and now. I am the living light. I am the presence of God. I am. I am here. I am there. I am everywhere. I am the pure man of God. I am the oneness of all things. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the light that never fails. And with this light that never fails, your light is wherever you come into the darkness, coming to bring light. Your energy of light is love, and your energy just says, wow, this energy is so filled with presence, that presence of I am, because in His presence, in me, God within us, we have the presence of God, not out, but within. So also with meditation, it just allows us to be connected back into just that quiet time. And with this quiet time, we can just hear things more clearly, to say, I can be at peace. And we're understanding that God gives us this will of happiness. It's like a gift that He's given to us. This gift of I am is the gift, because in us is I am. God in us is in us. And with this energy, it gives me greatness in all areas of my life, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. And with this energy, we always say all doors are open up for us right now as we speak. A lot of times people say, God, I pray that something can help me, instead of saying, I have it. So when we believe and have faith, we always have to say, always pray for one time. You don't have to pray twice. God has a good voice. And with his voice, he says he's going to give it to you right as we speak. So when we pray for anything that we desire in our life, just say, I am now got it. And with this, I got it. Right now, I own it. Right now, I feel the joy. I feel my spirit. And his spirit in me, I am, is his will and his spirit. Because if we're made in his image, the image in us is I am. Is anyone else would like to say anything else right now?
Harry, you might have to unmute. I muted you earlier when Forrest was having a little difficulty on his audio.
Okay, I didn't realize I was on mute. I as Forrest was talking, one of the things that crossed my mind, or thought that crossed my mind, was in studying Course in Miracles, that workbook, which instructs us to set aside a certain, and usually it's well, in the beginning, it was like 15 minutes twice a day. But as you get further into the workbook, because there's one lesson for each day of the year. And as you get into get deeper into the lessons, they are setting aside sometimes as much as once every half an hour, just a minute, to take time to reflect on whatever the lesson for the day is. And to me, that's, it's just putting in practice the I am that Forrest has been talking about.
Thank you. So we always talk about different platforms in our life, different, life can be like a roller coaster, up and down. I think, but for me, my greatest time in my life is for being right now on this phone call. Because if we're in the moment, God says, can I go back to the past? We cannot predict the future. We can only hope for a better tomorrow. But the greatest gift we have is being present. And for me, I am now in the presence of two people or whoever is on this phone call, because I'm connected to each one of you, because we're all connected. Even though this is a big world, spiritually, we're all connected, because the source of I am, God within, expands and goes everywhere in the universe. And with this universe, our platform is wherever we walk into any place, the newness of the new day is his will to say, guess what? I'm with you. Guess what? I got your back. Guess what? I love you. Much as you love me, God says he loves you more. And with this love, it gives us awareness just so that we can walk out every day. And every new platform is a new day, a new platform that we're walking to. So when we walk into this new platform, walk with I am, made in his image. I am God in you, for you, I am. So now I'd like to expand some other things that was shared to me from a guru some years ago. And it says, oh God, I bless thee for the magnificent presence of life, which animates my mind, body, and spirit. I am deeply appreciative for the very presence of life, which enables me to do all things. I cannot move without this presence. I adore thee for all the experiences that life has given me this day, in the past, in past lives, and through the centuries. I love thee for the presence of life. I am the octave of life. I am mankind, animals, plants, and all things. And with this presence, I can forgive and I can let go. I bless thee, I adore thee, I inspire thee, And God says, I protect you this day in all areas of your life. And with his presence, God says, always remember, I am your power. I am your father. I'm your mother. I'm your brother. I'm your sister. I'm your uncle. I'm all things, but more importantly, God is family. When he brought us to this newness of this new earthly journey spiritually, we can say, thank you, God, for allowing me on this journey that I can expand his will and his love through us, for God gives us this gift. Penny, can you share something else with the meditation or prayer, please?
Well, actually, I was going to ask you a question. Excuse me. For people who are new to this concept of I am, you know, if we have been used to saying things like, oh, I am so broke, I can't pay attention, or I am, I am ugly, or I am fat, or I am something else negative. And, we might make jokes about it, or we have said it so much that we don't even realize that we are manifesting those things. So how do you suggest that we go about changing from the negative to the positive?
When someone says I am negative, say, what you say can actually manifest itself. So sometimes when we hear people saying negative things, we can just correct them, say, do you know what you're saying? It's going to happen. So exactly, whatever we say I am with it, it will manifest positive or negative. So that's why I choose to use negative thoughts. And I'm always have to always check myself sometimes, say, okay, be careful what you just said. So sometimes we also have to check ourselves when we're saying negative things, because anything that we put I am, it does manifest itself. It works for me, it can work for you. So again, I'm glad you asked that question, because a lot of times we can say jokingly something negative, thinking that it's just something that they say. It doesn't really mean anything. But really, anything that you say I am, it does work, positive or negative. So we have to be very careful whatever we put our negative thoughts. And a lot of times when we're talking to people, even friends or family, we have to make sure that if they're talking negative about someone, you have to say, I don't agree. You can actually say to people that's saying something negative about someone negative, say, you know what? I don't agree with that. Can we talk about something else? So you can change the subject really quickly, because you're understanding that you don't have to be connected to listening to negative people or negative thoughts. Sometimes we cannot go away from negative people or negative thoughts. That's how life is with the world. It's a lot of negative things going on. There's wars and all these things that are going on. There's a lot of wrong things that are happening to the earth, to the world. But if we all could just come back to say, you know what? Let us all be at peace. This world would be a peaceful, loving place. But sometimes the struggle of life is, like I said, a roller coaster. So I'm glad you asked that question about what we say I am. Does it come manifestation? Yes. But again, I want to share with you today, at this moment, always remember, everything that you say will manifest itself. Manifestation, if I am, or even outside of I am. But whatever you say, be very careful with what you say, because if you're saying something about negative people, you're really saying that's who you are. So you have to understand that if you're feeling negative about someone, that's your hurt, that's your own struggle. And a lot of times we don't know what people are going through, their trials and tribulations. Like I said, a roller coaster. A lot of times people are going through negative thoughts. But again, if someone's talking negative about someone, you have the power to stop it, or say change the subject, or I don't agree. So again, if someone's coming to you, listen to what they're saying and be very careful to make sure that you're not agreeing with their negative thoughts. So I'm glad you asked that question. So Penny, can you give us a prayer if you don't mind, please?
Yes. You know what? I have been looking at my daily words here recently. Let me grab one right here.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab something, and I don't even know what day it is that it's going to be. Um, well, this one is January, February, so I might as well just see what this one has to
Okay.
say. And I'm just gonna open it up to any page.
Okay.
And the page that I'm opening it up to is acceptance. And this is I release, I let go, and grow.
Okay.
It's easy to find some things taking place in and around me I'd like to change. I might want somebody in my life to act differently, or I wish I could move to a new place. Embracing what is exactly as it is can be hard, but it is a powerful tool for living a contented, peaceful life. Acceptance relaxes my reflexive need to fix. It gives me permission to rest and makes room for action in a way nothing else can. I relax into acceptance. I look around and acknowledge what I see, knowing there is a deeper truth at work underneath appearances. In faith, I allow whatever is happening to unfold. I trust if something isn't working for me, I will be guided in the right and perfect steps on the path to my highest good. I accept what is, opening to the best of what will be. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own insight. Proverbs 3:5. And when you were thinking about I am, especially if we are creating new habits for ourselves, it is good to accept where we are right now and to look at ourselves and congratulate ourselves for being that part of that I am. Just for making the choice to say I am in a positive way is something that we can accept about ourselves and allow ourselves to be that holy spirit that we know that we are.
Beautiful. I was talking to Reverend Jenny the other day, and we was talking about $1 Million Man, right? Because I always keep saying, I'm a $1 Million Man, I'm a $1 Million Man, I'm a $1 Million Man. I've been saying it for quite some time now. And she said, well, Forrest, you know what? I believe you're $1 Million. I said, what's that? She says, you're depositing that into God's bank account. So again, that's what we're all doing, depositing all our negative energy. When you have these meetings, with you, and you're depositing God's deposit. So you're always depositing into God's account, which is your spirit account. And so when we all understand that we all have a spirit account and this I am presence is the deposit that we can always keep depositing it. It's like, woo, I got another deposit. So right now I'm gonna do something really simple, if I may. I'm gonna just do something very simple. I am in you today. I am in you to spread love each day, your love and kindness. Each day, oh Lord, I give you grace and love this day. I am in you today. I am today in you to stay in his will each day. For his love and grace in me to stay, to be in his will. I am today to stay in his will today. I am today in you. I am for you each day to stay in his will each day. I am the joy of life each day in you today, each day. With your love and grace each day to stay in his will each day. I am in his will today to stay in his will each day, in his will this day. Oh, oh. So with this
Thank
energy
you.
of I am, always remember each person, you are a gift. You are a gift. You are a gift. Each person on this phone call, you are a gift. And in your journey, choose and expect to say, yes, I am a gift. And with this gift, I am now giving you this greatness, understanding that you're special, that you're pure, and you're perfect. In God's will, in God's life, we all are perfect. I am God says, I am now letting you know that you're beautiful, you're special, and you're filled with joy. But more importantly, you're filled with love. So with this love, let your I am love expand and come through in you and outside of you. And now I'm going to say a prayer before we wrap up. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, as we come to close, I thank you for allowing me to be present, to be your voice, and allow us all to be the voices of God. And with these voices in all us, we all have ministries. Harriet, you have a ministry because you show up. Penny, you have a ministry because you show up. Forrest, you show up. Each person in every other in your life, you all are showing up and understanding. God says, each one of you, I'm giving you abundance of love. I am. So it is.
And so it is. Well, thank you. That was beautiful for us. And this is a great way to start your day.
Yes.
Knowing that I am, and I am all things good. And I can, that's something that I can trust and believe. Harriet, do you have a round table to that you'd like to mention today?
No, it's just that this morning session, just it's an illustration. It's a lesson that one of my Bible plans that I have been reading for the last couple of days. It's called Wait, let me put my glasses on so I can read it. Just a second. Be unafraid to be who you are.
Mm.
In this morning's devotional lesson, it says that we need to be authentic, to be who we are and know who we are and be proud of who we are. Because when we realize that we are God's creation, we are his children, then we don't have to worry about what other people are thinking or saying about us. Just being authentic in who we are as God's children. And it's just so beautiful how everything kind of like falls into place, fits into, it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, tonight we have, what about you, Forrest? I'm sorry. Do you have anything that you'd like to mention about today's class and how you intend to use it apply it in your life?
I would like to say first and foremost, I felt the presence of both of you love come through this phone to me. And I appreciate each one of your love and helping me do what I love to do with this I am, because it's a part of my story. And I just want to say thank you both for depositing love into my life, because I'm very, very appreciative of both of your love, your spirit, and your love and kindness.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Well,
so much.
this is a phrase that is very often used in justifying negatives that come back to haunt people. But what goes around comes around. If you send love, you will receive love.
Mhm.
And basically
Mhm.
that's what I meant when I say, that's what I mean when I say in this instance, what goes around comes around, because you're sending love, you're receiving love.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yes. Thank you.
I agree. It's called karma. That's what.
Mhm.
And I tell you, even, let me share this with you too, really quickly. While I was singing that song,
Mhm.
it helped me sing better because I was feeling the songs were coming through me because it was
Mm.
God's voice coming through me because it was
Mhm.
coming from you to me. So I felt the presence
Oh,
of God through both of you. So again, I'm so appreciative.
wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. And this is what I hope that we all get out of Inner Haven. We all have this opportunity to really see one another as God. Know that when I'm speaking to you, Forrest, I know that I'm talking to God. When I'm speaking to you, Harry, I know that I'm talking to our Creator. And that reminds me of who I am out in the world, and that everybody that I see, that's who they are too. Everybody is creation in progress. So thank you also for this. Tonight, we will be continuing in our study of Introduction to Gnosis, and that's going to be from 7 to 8:30 p.m. with Reverend
Okay.
Sakina. And on Saturday, we will be conducting continuing our study hall. And this is what we just
What
call it,
time?
the study hall. Tonight,
On Saturday.
Saturday is from 2 to 4, and it's about
Okay.
angels.
Okay.
We're continuing our study in angels. Okay, well then that's it, everybody. Thank you all for being so kind to me and just letting me, do this a little bit early, because I have some running around to do in a little bit. So I appreciate you all so much, and I didn't want
It all worked out.
to miss it today because I knew today was going to be special.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great day,
Thank
and I'll
you.
see you later today.
All right, have a great day, everybody. Love you.
Oh, love
Love
you
you too.
all.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.